With the release of FL Studio 21 came a few different effects plugins, but in today's video we're focusing on just the new reverb plugins. Luxiverb, Luxiverb, Luxverb, Luthlexer, okay. ImageLine is claiming that Luxiverb is going to be the highest quality reverb only for FL Studio, so it's time to put that to the test. Let's get started. So just for today's demonstration, I've got this loop right here. So that is going to be the loop that we're going to be using here today. Some of them already do have quite a bit of reverb, like the backing guitar, lead guitar, and vocals already have a lot of reverb on here. The main acoustic guitar over here actually feels like it doesn't have a whole lot of reverb. It has some, but not a whole lot. So to test out Luxiverb, the plugin name is so hard to say, I keep on getting tongue twisted with it. Going over to the new tab, we've got all the other plugins right here, as well as Luxiverb. So here's what the interface of the plugin looks like, which you can immediately tell it has the trial version on here. Like I said earlier, they're claiming that this is going to be a very high quality reverb, so it's only going to be available with the all plugins bundle, which is a very expensive bundle. Of course, you can buy individually, but it's still not going to be a cheap plugin either. But what you can do is still use the reverb to its full extent. The only thing is, once you save the project, you'll be locked out the next time that you try to reload the project. So if that session's only going to last you one day anyway, you can bounce it over to audio and not have to worry about it, and you've got full access to the plugin. Let's hear that guitar loop now. Instantly sounds different. That reverb is really taking a hold there. Alright, so I know this might look a little bit intimidating to you guys right now, so we're not even going to focus on it just yet, okay? FL Studio plugins have a lot of presets, so anyone can just grab and go. Clicking on presets right here, we've got a variety over here with envelopes, hall, pitch shifters. That's going to be a lot of fun to go through. Plates, and then a variety of different rooms over here. For guitars, I love putting reverbs on guitars, and I think that the best ones are going to be plates. I love putting plates on here. Let's try to do some of the pitch shifters. That's going to be kind of fun. You can instantly hear the difference there, right? That's kind of a little too much for me, really. Some of them can go out of tune, though, if you're not careful. Like this one, I always hear something goes a little out of tune. Right there. Now for here, obviously, that's a way too intense of an effect, so I'm actually going to go over here and lower the wet mix over there manually. I like this one. This one sounds really good. Whoa, sounds like a jet taking off or something. Again, these are all very extreme effects. I don't know why it's dragging out so long. But we'll go over how you can fix that in a little bit here after we're done with the presets. There's some of the envelopes over here. That sounds really good too. Okay, so that's going to be some of the presets over there. So let's go back to the normal lush slow right here that we were using that we really liked. Now that we're done with the presets, we can actually go in here and show you guys how to dial in what you want. Yeah. So, like I was saying before, this is a very intense effect. It sounds like it's almost frozen. The reverb is going, the decay is way too long, so I can decrease that over here. It sounds much more manageable. Increase the brightness if you want to get some more high end in there. Personally, which I think is better than just brightness, is completely changing the pitch. So going over to feedback, we can now increase the gain, which we have up plus 12. Sounds like another layer on top of it, so that's really great. Increase the size, maybe. Sounds almost like an ocean of guitars. I still think it's going a little bit too much, so I can decrease the wet a little bit. I want to maintain that clarity with the guitar as well, without drowning it out and washing it out. You can very much hear, okay, this is normal. Going to freeze is going to freeze it in time. And now it sounds almost like a pad in the background, which again, if you want it to sound like a layer, might be alright. Sustain is also going to go very crazy, very washed out. I think it's too much. Normal is where I like to keep most of my reverbs. The size of this is going to be the room that's emulating. I I usually like a larger size of a room. Pre-delay. Pre-delay is very important, okay? So pre-delay is going to be when the reverb starts after the original signal. You don't want to be immediate because then it's going to be losing that clarity from the original signal. Even if you want to like automate this one, that actually might sound kind of cool. It almost sounds like a voice in the background. Really cool. And then low cuts off is obviously going to be the lower end as well. I guess that more damp and more rich. Let's try putting it on a new instrument now, huh? Getting a little bored of that melody right there. So we're gonna go over to this one right here. It's still got some reverb on it, but I think we can still add some more over here. I think it'd be really cool over here to get the shimmer going. Yeah, very shimmery there. But we can also decrease the high cut a little bit. Make it fit inside of it. Perfect. Increase the width as well. Sounds way more full compared to what it used to be. All right, off. Such a big difference. And on. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So the main difference here, I think, for this plugin is actually going to be the envelope over here. Now we have it off. We can put it on over to wet. Increase the threshold. You can see the orange line move as I move it. The scale, you can increase it if you want to make it louder. A more intense effect. If the sound is not louder than the threshold, then it'll really not really take effect. Turn down the scale just a little bit. Yeah, I think for this part, we're going to need the guitar. The pad's not going to really do what we want for an envelope over here. So the threshold over here, if I put this all the way up, you can see the orange line. Everything's taken into effect. The envelope is basically off at this point, okay? We can put it down to where it's now in between the peaks and the dips. And then we can hear it start to shape with the reverb. Increase the attack as well. That's going to be it's going to be almost like sliding into the reverb, not just all at once. But again, we're not really hitting a whole lot right here. So whenever you make fine adjustments over here, you're going to go back to the threshold and then lower that again. And then a sidechain as well. Okay, let me go grab a kick very quickly. Kick pattern right there. We only really need the kick though, so let's go over here and sidechain that on over to our guitar. Now we can go over to the sidechain button over here and hit insert 11. That's where our kick is. Alright, can you hear the reverb really change whenever that kick hits right now? I think it'll be a really cool effect for anything like lo-fi. I think that when we want like some volume pumping to really make things interesting. I think it's pretty much all that I've really got for this plugin. But why not? We'll go ahead and finish off this drum loop since we're already here and we're already almost done anyway. There's your guys' fun little bonus content. Here it is. Sure, why not, man? Okay, that was fun. Alright, so that's going to be all that I've got for this video here today. Next, we are definitely going to be tackling the new Vintage Phaser plugin. That one, I believe you only need to have the Producer Edition. I think it's the Signature Edition. It's the one that's right below the most expensive one. So, like, you could have it, but also I know that not everyone's going to. But yeah, we'll be tackling that one next. And once again, if you don't have that edition, you can just do what we did here. And then you could bounce that to audio. That way you don't need to worry about it not saving. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.